Just a set of blocks for today. We're going to start in child's pose. So draw your knees wide, sinking your hips back towards your heels, stretching your fingertips long to the top of the mat. Gently resting your chin or your forehead on the floor in between your arms. You're welcome to place a block underneath your forehead if that's more comfortable. Just noticing belly rise on your inhales, belly falls on the exhales. Lots of breath here. Tempt your fingers, releasing your palms as you press your finger pads to the floor. Wrists and elbows elevated. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale to release your palms back to the floor. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Hands can remain on or come off of your mat, lengthening along the left side body. On your next inhale, walk your hands back through center. Hold it here for a breath. On your next inhale, walk your hands this time over to the left side. Hands can remain on or off of the mat. Feeling that stretch this time along the right side body. Inhale, come back through center. Relaxing your forehead back to the floor. Bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head. Stay here or continue to draw your thumbs towards the nape of your neck. Opening up your triceps, the front of your chest. Really release your arms back to the mat. Inhale, rise up, find a tabletop at the center of your mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. On your exhale, untuck your toes around your spine. Inhale, tuck your toes, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, press the tops of your feet into the floor, round your spine as you create space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, tuck your toes, spread your collarbone wide, gaze up, look up. Exhale, press it all the way. A few more breaths here. Tabletop, cat and cow. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm toward the sky. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body. Thread the needle. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold. Once more, inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way under and through the left side body. Release your right cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. You can stay here with your left hand boxed out. You can bind your left hand around towards your right hip to open up the front of your left shoulder. Gently plant your left hand back on your shoulder if it's binded. Press into your left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, release your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, sweep, hovering your left arm. One more time. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, thread your left arm all the way under the right side body. Release your left cheek or ear towards the floor. Right hand can stay boxed out or bind it around toward your left hip to open up the front of your right shoulder. Gently plant your right hand if it's binded. Press into your right hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand. Bump your hips side to side. Move any organic movement that feels comfortable in your body today. Rounding through your wrists directly on your shoulders. Come back to center. Lengthen your right leg straight back, flexing your right toes. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg to hip height. Hold it for the exhale. Point your right toes. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap over to the left side. Keep the gaze down between your thumbs. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big arch up and over to the outer left side. This time looking over your left shoulder. Maybe you can see your right toes. Once more, inhale, lengthen, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big arch up and over to the outer left side. Pressing the ball of your right foot in towards the floor. Gentle gaze over your left shoulder. To get deeper into the stretch, you can draw your right heel closer towards the floor. To lessen that stretch, you can rock towards your toes of your right foot. Stacking your wrist a little bit further under your shoulders. Inhale, draw your right leg straight back. Keep that right leg straight as you draw it over and outside from the right hip. Stealing the sole of your right foot into the floor, tuck your left toes, draw your hips back, sinking your left hip toward your left heel and back to center. 2 more times, hips to heel and center. 1 more. Gently rocking forward, walk your hands toward your left knee. Inhale, rise up, gate pose, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend and lift. Inhale, reach 1 more time. Exhale, bend. Elbows down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand by your right leg. Deep side bend over to the right side. Left bicep hugs your left ear. Inhale, come back through center, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand by your left knee. On the floor, on a block, long line of energy from your right fingertips down to your right toes. Inhale, come back through center, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands in front of your left knee. Walk your hands back out, coming into a tripod. Tuck your right knee in under your right hip, keeping the knee bent. Draw a few circles with your right knee. After a few directions, flip it in reverse. Release your right knee down, bump the hips side to side. Coming back to that tabletop. Inhale, lengthen your left leg straight back, flexing through your left toes. Pressing the ball of your left foot to the wall behind you. Inhale, lift your left leg to hip height. Hold it for the exhale. Point your left toes. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen, kick it straight back. Exhale, rainbow tap up and over to the outer right side. Keep the gaze forward. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big arch up and over to the right side. This time looking over your right shoulder. Maybe you can see your left toes. Inhale, kick your left leg straight back. Hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Big arch up and over. Last time, stealing the sole of your left foot towards the floor. Deep look over that right shoulder to see your left toes. You can rock forwards and backwards, deepening or lessening that stretch. Keeping the shoulders stacked directly on top of your wrists. Left leg remains straight. Lengthen your left leg straight back. Continue to pull that left leg up and out from your left hip. Finding gate pose. Tuck your right toes. Sink your hips towards your right heel. And then draw your shoulders back over your wrists. 2 more. Press it back. And forward. 1 more. Shoulders over your wrists. Walk your hands towards your right knee. Inhale, arms overhead, gate pose. Keeping the sole of your left foot grounded. Exhale, release your left arm by your left leg. Deep side bend over to the left side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release your right hand by your right knee on the floor or on a block. Long line of energy from your left fingertips all the way to your left toes. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Walk it back out, wrists under your shoulders. Tuck your left knee in under your left hip, keeping that knee bent. Draw a few circles. And of course, reverse that direction. Release your left knee under your left hip. Tuck your toes, walk your hands up, palm print forward. Lift your hips, coming to our first downward facing dog. Draw your heels towards the floor as your palms press in towards the earth, feeling the stretch along the back side of your legs. Now bend into your left knee as you keep your right knee straight. And then switch, draw your left heel to the floor, deep bend into that right knee. Continuing to bend and extend into one knee at a time. Walking your dog. Biceps continue to hug your ears as your gaze travels towards your toes, your shins, your thighs, or your navel. A few more rounds of breath here. Gently lower both of your heels towards the floor. With the deep end in both of your knees, walk your hands towards your feet, coming to the back of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head pulling away from your body. Exhale, forward fold. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to pull towards the floor beneath you, lengthening the back side of your body. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. Notice the crown of your head drawing closer to the floor as you hold this position. Gently sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Right hand to left ankle, shin, or knee. Reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, release your left hand down. Both hands on the floor. Left hand grabs the right ankle, shin, or knee. Reach your right arm towards the sky. Release your right hand back to meet the left. Pedal out your heels. With a gentle bend in your knees, bring your hands towards your hip, the long spine, lengthening to the crown of your head, rise all the way to standing. Once you get there, arms by your side for mountain pose. Pinkies in, thumbs out. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe a gentle gaze or gently closing your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, flutter your eyes open. Exhale, hands to heart. Bind your hands, releasing your thumb and index fingers, crossing one thumb over the other, steeple grip. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, biceps hug your ears. Lengthen through your index fingers. Exhale, side bend to the right, bump your hips to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, side bend to left, bump your hips to the right. Inhale through center, switch the thumb on top of the other. Exhale, deep side bend. Imagine trying to bump somebody off of your mat. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend to the left, bump the hips to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release your hands to heart. Toe heel your feet to hip width or wider. Release your hands to your lower back. Fingertips down towards your heels. Pull your shoulder blades together. Press your hips forward and gaze up to the diagonal. Stay here to continue getting deeper into your back bend. Press your hips forward. Lean back. On your next inhale, rise up. Slide your hands on the back side of your legs, forward fold. Inhale, half lift hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out. Coming into a high plank, wrists under your shoulders. Option to lower the knees down, elbows tucked in, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes. Press up, mini cobra. Exhale, release down. 2 more times. Press up, mini cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up, little to no weight in your palms. Maybe lift your palms. Maybe lift your toes. Lower your toes, lower your palms, lower all the way down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Gaze up towards the sky. Look over your left shoulder. Come through center, look over your right shoulder. Come through center. Come through tabletop or meet directly in downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels, deep bend, and extend into one knee at a time. Walking your dog, come back to your breath. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, open up your right hip. Circle out your right ankle, wiggle your toes. Kick your right leg straight back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your right foot between your palms, lower your left knee, low crescent. Inhale, rise up. Arms overhead. Hold it here, press the hips forward. Stacking that right knee directly on top of your right ankle. Left toes can stay tucked or untucked. Tee out the arms, left arm forward, right arm reaches back. Exalted lunge, draw your right hand to the inside of your left thigh, reach your left arm to the sky, press the hips forward. Keep the T in the arms, left arm comes down to the inside of your right foot, reach your right arm towards the sky. Left hand can be on the floor or on a block. Circle out your right wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, tap your left hip. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Tuck your left toes, they're relaxed. Place your block forward. Sweep both arms up, high crescent. Lifting your back knee off of the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent. Hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold. Draw the arms around front, big circle. Pivot your left toes, open your left arm out to the horizon. Warrior 2, deep bend that front right knee. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the right leg, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior 2, palms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. One more, inhale, lift, and stay. Draw your left arm down your left leg. Reverse your triangle. Reach your right arm overhead. You want to find archery, you can flex your right toes, digging your right heel to the floor, releasing your right quadricep. Lower your right toes. Tee out the arms. Bump your hips back, reach your right fingertips forward. Tick-tock your right hand down, left arm up, find your triangle. Stacking your left shoulder directly over the right. Gazing up to challenge your balance. Gaze down towards your right toes to add balance. Change nothing in your arms. Bent knee triangle. Bend into that front knee, stack it over your right ankle. Release your right elbow to your right thigh, seal your left bicep to your left ear, extended side. Inhale, lengthen. Change nothing in your legs. Exhale, reverse your warrior, left arm down your left leg or bind it around towards your right hip. Reach your right fingertips over your left toes. Inhale, big star, straighten your right leg. Pivot your right toes to the long edge. Arms out to the horizon, palms down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, slow and steady. As you release your hands to the floor or to blocks, allow your forehead to pull closer to the floor. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. You can stay or play, maybe add some movement side to side. Release the way back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Right hand on the floor or a block. Reach your left arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Exhale, release your left hand to meet the right. Left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, right arm towards the sky. Gaze up or down. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Walk your left foot in, a foot forward. Left toes at 45, right toes at 12 o'clock. Finding your pyramid pose. Hands framing your front right foot on the floor or on blocks. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees. As you hold here in your pyramid pose, think about pulling that right hip back. As you do so, your left hip will naturally press forward, squaring out your hips, left and right. Keep your left hand on the floor or on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky, revolve pyramid pose. Keep pulling that right hip back. Release your right hand to your right foot. Set your props off to the side, bend into your right knee, and allow your right knee to come to the inside of your right wrist, finding pigeon. As you lower your left knee back, you can keep your left toes tucked, sliding that left leg back further. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks. You can walk your hands towards your midline for a gentle back bend. To keep the hips square, you can place a block on the lowest setting underneath your right hip. Stay in that back bend or come into a forward fold at any time. Holding here and breathing. Pigeon pose on the right side. Maybe you want to find a gentle sway of the hips. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Draw your left heel in towards your left glute. Reach your right hand around towards your left foot. Maybe you tap your toes, your ankle, your pant leg, or just holding and reaching. Exhale, release your left foot, release your right hand. Lower your right hip to the floor, just like you're sitting back on that right hip. Keeping your right knee bent at 90 more or less. Slide your left knee directly out from your left hip for a 90-90 hip drill. Start by placing your hands behind your back. Lift your knees to the sky as you plant your feet to the floor. And rotate your knees to the back of the mat. Now on your left hip. Inhale, both knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Rotate into the top of the mat. One more time, each side. Knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Facing the back of your mat. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor. Come back to the top of your mat. Plant your hands on your shoulders, slide your left leg back. We're gonna find curtsy pyramid, tuck your left toes. As you lift your hips, seal your front right foot right where it was in your pigeon pose. Hands framing your front right foot on the floor on a block. A bend can be in one or both of your knees, or try to straighten the legs to get deeper into that stretch. Bump your left hip forward as you continue to pull that right hip back. Bend gently into that front right knee. Plant your hands to the top of the mat. Kick your right leg back and find your flow, elbows lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tabletop. And then downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Come back to your breath. Deep bend and extend into one knee at a time. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Lower your heels towards the floor. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, three-legged dog. Maybe circle out the left ankle, wiggle the toes. Take what you need on this side. Kick your left leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross body. Inhale, lengthen straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee to your nose, step your left foot between your palms. Lower your right knee. Inhale, rise up. Low crescent. Inhale, lengthen, press your hips forward. Press that left knee over your ankle. Tee up the arms, right arm forward, left arm back. Exalted lunge, draw your left arm to the inside of your right leg, reach your right arm to the sky. Continue to press your hips forward, feel the stretch in that front right hip flexor. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, release your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Right hand can be on the floor or on a block, left arm to the sky. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your left shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, tap your right hip. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, sweep and tap. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Tuck your right toes, reach both arms up. Inhale, rise up. High crescent, back heel is lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise, two more. Exhale, lightning sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Hold a hinge forward, sweep your arms around in front. Pivot your right toes, open your right arm out to the rising, deep bend to that front left knee. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale, lift big star, arms overhead, straight that front left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift and stay. Draw your right arm down your right leg or tuck it around towards your left hip. Reverse triangle. You want to find archer, you can flex your left toes. Lower your left toes, they're lifted. Change nothing in your legs, arms to the horizon. Bump your hips back to the back of your mat. Reach your left fingertips forward. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm to the sky. Find your triangle. Make sure that top right shoulder is stacked over the bottom. For balance, gaze down towards your left toes. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your right fingertips. Change nothing in your arms. Bend into that front left knee. Left arm to the inside of that left thigh. Bent knee triangle. Keep your left knee bent. Allow your left elbow to come to your left thigh. Seal your right bicep to your right ear, extended side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Tuck your right hand down to the outside of your right thigh or around towards your left hip. Inhale, lengthen, arms to the right and straighten your left toes. Pivot your left toes to the long edge of your mat. Cactus your arms. Bend your knees, heels in, toes out, goddess pose. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend, goddess pose. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and stay. Sway to the right. Sway to the left. Sway to the right. 1 more time each side. And to the left. Come back through center. Straighten the arms. Straighten the legs. Arms to the horizon. Bind your hands behind your back. Bringing your thumbs towards your heels. Gaze up, look up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release all the way down. You're welcome to keep your arms binded towards the sky, or release your hands in front of your chest at any time. You can find stillness in your wide-legged forward fold, or add some movement as you bend and extend to one knee and then the other. Maybe you want to find ragdoll again. Maybe a wide-legged down dog as you walk your palms out forward, releasing your forearms. For a shoulder stretch, you can walk your hands through your heels, fingertips away from your body. Gently release your hands back under your chin. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Left hand on the floor, a block, maybe your right ankle. Reach your right arm towards the sky. Deep twist. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands through the center, over to your left foot, right hand on the floor, a block, or your left ankle. Reach your left arm to the sky. Plant your left hand to meet the right. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Lower. Nope. Walk your right foot in. Straighten your left leg. Find pyramid pose to start. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks, framing that front left foot. You can stay as high or come down as low as you'd like. Create a bend in one or both of your knees. The most important part of pyramid pose is your hips. You want to keep those hips square. And on this side, think about pressing your right hip to the top of that mat. That'll naturally pull that left hip back to keep your hips square, not one in front of the other. There's no race. Keeping your right hand on the floor or on a block inside of your left foot. Reach your left arm to the sky. Revolve pyramid pose. Plant your left hand to frame your left foot. Set your block off to the side. Bend into your left knee and lower your left knee to your left wrist. As your right knee comes gently to the floor, maybe draw that right leg back for a pigeon pose. When you get nice and cozy, you can untuck your right toes. You're welcome to place a block at the lowest setting under your left hip for support. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks, walking them towards your midline for a gentle back bend. You're welcome to fold forward, getting deeper into that stretch, taking what you need on the left side. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your right heel in towards your right glute. Reach your left arm up and back. Neither hand or foot have to come in contact. Maybe just reaching, holding. Release your right foot, release your left hand. Lower to your left hip, just like you're sitting back on that left hip. Keeping your left foot right where it's at, slide your right knee up and out directly from your right hip. Start by placing your hands behind your back for support. Lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, and rotate your knees to the back of your mat. 90-90 hip mobility. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, back to the top of your mat. One more time, forwards and backwards. As you arrive back to the top of the mat, plant your hands. Slide your right leg straight back, coming back to that pigeon pose. Tuck your right toes, and as you lift your hips, plant your left foot where it was when you were in that pigeon pose. Coming into curtsy pyramid. Hands framing your front left foot on the floor or on a block. Your knees can be bent or straight. Heels can be elevated or glued to the floor. Left hip pulls back, right hip draws forward. Making a corkscrew shape with your hips. Gentle bend into that front left knee. Set your props off to the side. Plant your hands to the top of the mat. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, come through tabletop and meet directly in downward facing dog. Pedal it out, deep bend and extend into one knee at a time. Gently release your knees towards the floor. Lower to your left or right hip and sweep your legs around to the top of your mat. Grabbing a block between your palms. Feet glued to the floor, knees to the sky, arms out in front. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Slow and controlled. One vertebrae at a time. Once you arrive, head, neck, and shoulders, gently tap that block overhead. Bring that block back in front of your chest. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and place the block on the lowest setting underneath your hips. Allow your hips to melt into that block, into your mat, opening the front side of your hips. Begin to lift one foot at a time up towards the sky. Flex your toes, actively pushing and pulling opposite directions, heels to the sky, sacrum towards the floor. Stay here, reach your fingers towards your toes and adding movement as you point, flex. Circle out your ankles, your wrists, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Gently begin to bend into one knee at a time until both feet are planted. Press into the soles of your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, set the block off to the side. Lower to your hips. Draw your knees in towards your chest and then bring the soles of your feet to the sky for happy baby. Knees tracking wide, avoiding your rib cage. Maybe find a gentle sway from one side to the other. Gently sway back through center. Reach your right leg long. And then release your left foot, drawing your heel towards your hips as you bind your hands on your left shin for when we're moving pose on the left side. Release the bind on your left shin. Gently using your right hand, guide your left knee through your midline over to the right side of your body. Gazing up towards the sky or over your left shoulder for a deeper stretch. Maybe reaching your left arm long. Gently come back to center. Both knees in towards your chest, soles of your feet to the sky, happy baby. And gently sway. Come back through center, keeping your right foot to the sky. Release your left leg long, single leg, happy baby. As you hold the left leg straight, release the bind on your right foot, calf, or thigh. Drawing your right heel toward your right glute. Gently clasp your hands on your right shin. Wind removing pose on the right side. Gently release the bind on your right shin. Using your left hand, guide your right knee through your midline over to the left side. Gazing up or over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball. Maybe gently rock side to side. Gently sway back through center. Release your arms overhead. Release your legs out long. Full body stretch. Tiny arch in your lower back. And then release your limbs long. Cactus your arms. As you keep your left leg long, seal the sole of your right foot up to the inside of your right ankle, calf, knee, or thigh for reclined tree. If you're inadvertently holding any tension in your right knee or your hips, melt into your mat, let it all go. Reach your right leg long to meet the left. Keep the arms where they're at and slide the sole of your left foot up your right leg towards your thigh, knee, calf, or ankle. Allowing the left hip to open. Relax your shoulders, relax your fingers, melting into the mat beneath you. Reach your left leg long to meet the right. Reach your arms overhead, full body stretch, tiny arch in your back. As you hold the stretch, walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Lift your right leg, cross it over your right ankle. Walk your upper body over to the right side. Right hand grabs left wrist. Gentle side bend over to the right side. Making a crescent moon shape with your body, both shoulders, both hips grounded to the floor beneath you. Release the bind of your hand, release your right foot. Walk your limbs back through center, stretch full body. Walk your feet over to the left side. Lift your left foot, cross it over the right ankle. Walk your upper body over to the left side. Left hand grabs right wrist. Full body stretch to the left side. Relax your shoulder blades, relax your hips. Release the bind of your hands, release your left foot. Walk your limbs back through center, stretch, stretch, stretch. Release your arms by your side. Allow your heels to touch, toes fall open. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades and clench your fist. And then release everything to the mat. Squeeze your glutes, engage your quadriceps, and then let them go. Engage your calves. Clench your toes if you're trying to pick up some laundry. And then spread your toes wide. Stay here for your Shavasana or come into any comfortable resting pose. Relax your forehead. Relax your third eye. Relax your jaw. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your breath, back into your body. Reach your arms long overhead and draw your knees into your chest. As you gently roll to the left or right side, coming into fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow. Fetal position is a symbol of new beginnings. Gently using your top arm to gently press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. Once you arrive, you can release your hands towards your knees and draw in a few circles with your torso. Couple in one direction, and then reverse that direction. Gently sway back through your center, lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light love in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light love in you. I wish you a wonderful rest of your evening and rest of your week. Namaste. Thank you.